So guys. Oh shoot. So guys, yes, I'm talking to you watching this video. Be honest, did you think that a kid that was born on January 4th, 2005, let me make sure I'm getting this right. January 4th, 2005 from a small town in Hickory, North Carolina, bro. I don't think you guys understand how small that city is. I'm pretty sure you watching this video, you've never even heard of that state as well. Who would have thought that a kid that was undersized for the most of his life, but actually grew up to be 6'3", and now he's arguably the most shiftiest and most unguardable player that we've seen probably in the last 10 to 15 years. I know you guys can call me crazy, say what you want to say, but I'm stamping it right now, and I've been trying to tell you guys for the past couple years that this man Robert Dillingham right now is officially the best point guard and the most unguardable player right now on the collegiate level. Guys, like I said, I've been trying to tell you guys this for the past 4 to 5 years. This is nothing new. If you're an OG subscriber on this channel, you guys know, bro, I've been trying to tell you guys about this kid, Robert Dillingham. Literally, when I first started making YouTube videos, I was literally a true supporter, and I was DMing these videos that I was making to Robert Dillingham literally back in the day. As you can see here, if I can find the screenshot, but you guys just got to understand, bro, when JuiceMadeHoops stamps a player, and when I try to tell you guys this player is going to be good or this player is trash, bro, y'all just got to just join the bandwagon and just enjoy the ride and don't be late to the party, bro. What this man Robert Dillingham has been doing for Kentucky, and I'm trying to think of a big word to use. This man Robert Dillingham has been spectacular. He's been unprecedented for this Kentucky team, and I definitely feel like he's showcasing why he's going to be a potential lottery pick in the 2024 NBA draft. Like I said in some of my recent videos, Robert Dillingham, he was actually projected to be an undrafted projected pick in the draft, and I feel like the main reason for that was probably because of the type of play style that Robert Dillingham was known to have on the high school level. If you guys have been keeping up with Rob, you guys kind of know throughout high school, he really always had the green light to do whatever the heck he wanted to do on the offense side of the ball. And I feel like something that I always heard defensively was that he just didn't give the most effort on that side of the ball. And I'm gonna admit too, I feel like a common trend that I always heard people said, or in scouts and just everybody would always say, is that Robert Dillingham, he's a guy that needs 10 to 15 to 36,000 dribbles just to make a move and score the ball. And people always said that that type of play style was just not going to work on the collegiate level, and especially in a setting like Kentucky. I'm gonna be 100% honest, that's actually a pretty fair argument, and I can't even be mad at that. Let's be honest, typically players that do have that type of play style, they really don't translate to the collegiate level fairly well, and those type of players just always struggle to make an impact in other ways besides scoring the ball. Those guys will always end up with a stat line with 20 points, 1 rebound, 0 assists. Like, that's just how it is, and they just always struggle to play on the college level, especially when they aren't used to playing with other great players on their team. And I feel like this is super important to bring up. You guys remember too, Robert Dillingham, he was originally committed to play for NC State, and it's kind of crazy for me to even say that just because who in the who is even on that team? Imagine if Robert Dillingham was playing on NC State right now, bro. He would literally be averaging 30 points a game. He would have the green light to do whatever the heck he wanted to do, and he really wouldn't even develop as an overall player, if we're going to be honest. But that's why I try to tell you guys, Robert Dillingham is smart on and off the court, bro. I know he was telling himself, if I want to get to the place where I want to be at the end of the day, which is the NBA, I need to improve as an overall player. I need to improve in areas besides scoring the ball. I need to learn how to play with great players. I need to learn how to play the point guard position. He needs to learn how to be a catch and shoot type of player. He needs to learn how to be an overall point guard. He needs to learn how to play with other great players, the energy on the defensive end, playing in a utilized system, playing in a system like Coach Calipari, just touching up on a lot of areas that he doesn't have right now that's going to help him. And I think ultimately from a basketball perspective, that was probably in the main reason why he actually decommitted to North Carolina to join arguably the best collegiate basketball program in the country right now, Mr. Kentucky. And see, that's the main thing that I feel like people just don't realize about this man Robert Dillingham's situation, and just how much of a greater season that he's actually having. Like I said, he's always known to have the green light on a team. So the question always was he going to continue to sustain this level of play, even just playing for a team like Coach Calipari? And there's just no way in 9 cat lives that this man, Coach Calipari, was gonna let this man, Robert Dillingham, do whatever the heck he wanted to do at Kentucky. Like, there's just no way. And I'm gonna even admit too, I always wondered just what type of role Robert Dillingham was going to be playing for Kentucky. Was he going to be the starting point guard? Was he going to be a scoring option, the first scoring option? Was he going to be coming off the bench? Like, what was the main role that this man Robert Dillingham was going to play. And if you guys even remember too, whenever he first started playing at Kentucky, whenever Kentucky went out there in July for the Global Jam tournament, this man Robert Dillingham, he really struggled from the field, and he left this tournament only averaging 5 points a game over a matter of 4, and he was shooting 30% from the field and 14% from 3, bro. 14%, guys. At that specific time, I literally remember people making videos, people talking about how Robert Dillingham, he wasn't adjusting to the college level, he fell off, he wasn't going to be the same player at Kentucky, he made a mistake, he's going to be a 2, 3, 4 year player. And then when the season started, he was nowhere to be found on those mock drafts. If anything, he was going to be a late second round pick in the 50s. And then to start off the main season, if you guys remember too, he was coming off the bench for Coach Calipari as well. And that's why I always try to tell people, bro, it's super important to really stick to the script, and you can't just write off a player after 1 or 2 or 3 bad games. There's a lot of players that actually struggle earlier on that have great seasons to end their season. There's great players who struggle the whole season in college and they turn out to be great NBA players. And I feel like with Robert Dillingham, in his case, like I said, everything happens for a reason. At the beginning of the season, people just were mad that he was coming off the bench. Now that's arguably the best thing that really could have happened to Robert Dillingham, to coming off the bench. Now he's, coming in the game hot and ready, bringing a different level to the team, playing alongside a guy like a Reed Shepherd, who's arguably a pretty solid fit with a guy like Rob, who's mainly an offensive side player. And Robert Dillingham is doing tremendous things for this Kentucky team. Now he's leading the entire team in regards to the freshmen in scoring. He's leading the team in assists. And I think he's actually playing one of the least amount of minutes as far as those main players out there. And anytime there's a clutch situation that they need a bucket, Robert Dillingham is typically that guy to be that guy that can get you that type of bucket. He's definitely showcasing that he can be a legit prolific point guard on the collegiate level, and he can definitely be a starting point guard, maybe, in the NBA. And I think it's really important to understand that, guys, this is not a fluke, bro. This is not just a 5-game stretch where he's been pretty solid for a team like Kentucky. Like, he's literally doing this in a situation that people said that he was not going to succeed in, and the fact that he just continues to prove everybody named Mama wrong, bro. I'm still on the train, and I'm gonna still continue to believe in Rob, and I think he's definitely the best point guard in college right now, and he's going to be a lottery pick in the 2024 NBA draft if some of these teams are really smart, they have a brain, and they know what he can bring to that NBA level. The type of player that I always see people compare Rob to in the NBA is typically a guy like a Darius Garland. I think they do have pretty similar play styles. They're kind of built very similar, and I think Darius Garland was another guy who people kind of wrote off at the beginning of his college career as well, whenever he was playing at Vanderbilt, and then to start off his career in the NBA. And I think the proof is in the pudding. Darius Garland is easily one of the best players and point guards that's definitely less than 25 years of age. And as crazy as this sounds, I think Robert Dillingham could probably be even better than Darius Garland as well. So I don't think the ceiling is just a Darius Garland type of player. Anytime I talk to Robert Dillingham's brother, he tells me that he can be a Kyrie Irving type of player. I ain't gonna lie, bro, I don't know if that one is a stretch, but hey, Robert Dillingham is continuing to prove everybody named Mama wrong. So I'm not putting nothing past Rob personally. So he's even said that he doesn't even like to go ISO out there on the floor. He'd rather get his teammates involved. He likes playing the true point guard position, and I think that's something that he's really showcasing this season, that he can be a legit point guard, and he also is not a liability on the defensive end. This man gives a lot of effort playing defense along with Reed Shepherd out there. So I definitely feel like there's a reason why Rob is a projected top 10 pick according to Bleacher Report. I'm just praying that he doesn't go to a team like the Atlanta Hawks. I think Rob Dillingham, to succeed at the next level, he needs to go to a team like the Pelicans, the Lakers, the Phoenix Suns, even like the Miami Heat, teams that don't have a true point guard right now, teams that just don't have a prolific point guard right now, somebody that can either start Rob or bring him off the bench to be another scoring type of player, play the point guard position for that team. So I think whatever team Robert Dillingham ends up going to, that's going to be a huge determining factor of if he is going to succeed at the NBA level. I just don't want him to end up like a Sharif Cooper, where he got drafted to the wrong team. The Atlanta Hawks already had Trae Young as their starting point guard, and they still drafted Sharif Cooper. I never understood that. So hopefully he doesn't go to a team that already has a true point guard, or at least not an undersized point guard, as you can say. Definitely a great prospect. I think right now he's definitely the best point guard in college right now. You guys can call me crazy, but hey, that's just me. I'm not just riding the trend. I've been saying this for years. But let me know what you guys think about Rob Dillingham, and I'll see you guys in the next one.